Hey, same t-shirt as the last time we did this. Dodge.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Hello everybody again. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video of this homeless douchebag talk about random things. And today's gonna be a little more serious, I guess you can call. I'm actually gonna be talking about the Gran Turismo series and what the series means to me. Because truth be told, Gran Turismo has done quite a bit to influence myself as a car enthusiast for the longest part. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Hey, I remember having a copy of the first Gran Turismo when I was like 3 years older. I think I was like 2. It was very early in my life. I was still a baby, like a toddler-y baby, whatever stage that is. I'm not the best at biology. I don't remember playing it much. I do remember having a PlayStation 1 back at the house, but I do remember like putting some minutes into it, just like remembering, seeing that Supra in the cover of in the cover. I was just like, damn, this is kind of the game for me, if you know what I mean. And it kind of escalated from there. I mean, I had lots of other experiences with other Gran Turismo games too, like GT2. GT2 is the one that I remember playing the most back in the early PlayStation 1 days. Just driving that freaking 22B Impreza rally car around Tahiti Road. Like, dude, I still remember those days. Just me constantly crashing, just not knowing a damn thing about playing racing games. Like, you guys have no idea. and then GT3 came, and that was when I first got my PlayStation 2 when I was in the 3rd grade, and that was like the only Gran Turismo game that I can think of that I could actually look back and I can still like have a shit ton of good times. Like even to this day, like probably replaying it right now. Of course, I don't have a PlayStation 2 as of late, but if I do have one, or if Polyphony decides to re-release GT3 to next-gen consoles, I would actually have that shit. I would buy as many copies as I can just to replay that game. All right, because that's how much I love GT3. And a lot of people have said that Gran Turismo 3 is like the last really good and really fun Gran Turismo game, and it's easy to see why. That game. I don't remember a lot of memories, but I do remember just using a shit ton of race cars and just like playing the crap out of the license tests and just like failing miserably throughout whatever, like how many times I've played that. Yeah, it's just a world with a great time in Gran Turismo 3, and I love it so much. Still do to this day. And then GT4 came along, and that game was really good too. Not as memorable as GT3, but I do remember playing that a lot over at my cousin's, over at a relative's PlayStation 2. Of course, at the time my PS2 decided to break down on me. Yeah. But anywho. So I remember playing through a lot of the quick races, just like using whatever car I find, mostly the Mazda RX-8, or like whatever car I find appealing, like very, very appealing to me. But yeah, I mean, fun times in GT4 as well. Not much I can remember from that game, but still a really solid game and another game that I will remember forever. And then came the hiatus. But during then, I mean, I didn't have a PS3 between like 2005 to like 2010, like late 2010, and I was just like wondering like, what am I missing out? I mean, there's GT5 Prologue and I'm missing out on that, and there's also freaking GTHD. Well, lots of other side titles in GT I missed out on, but yeah, I mean, it's sad that I kind of missed out on like looking at witnessing the live unveiling of the R35 GTR, which debuted first on GT5 Prologue. And well, then again, there is Need for Speed Pro Street, and I had a lot of memories playing that, but that's another game and another story for another time. Fast forward to 2010, like I think December 2010, when I actually got a PS3, and with it came GT5. Well, it didn't. Well, I think it might have came out with no, I don't think it came out. I don't think my PS3 came with GT5, but I got the game separately. I think I got the the one of the limited edition ones with the Apex booklet, and just again things escalate from there. Had a shit ton of great times in GT5. I still have a copy of that game to this day, and maybe who knows? I mean, I might go back in it at some point in life. Physics-wise, it's not the best, and progression-wise, I mean, I kind of hate the fact that we can use whatever car possible, especially like right now. Now that they're giving me like, you know, they're spoiling me with like a lot of like higher-end, faster cars. Like the first parts of the game, I'm just like, kind of like Ford at some point. But then again, I got the limited edition anyway, so I had like a ton of race cars that I could use to plow through the career mode, and yeah, it was kind of super easy from there. Then again, of course, like some cars kind of, it all depends on like what championships they are. But, and yeah, I waited and waited for a 6th title. I mean, I remember like anticipating so hard for Gran Turismo 6. And of course, with that came like a Spec 2.0 update. I mean, of course, I enjoyed that as well. That was like Gran Turismo's first proper introduction to actual DLC content, which I didn't buy any of them, besides like some of the free ones. But yeah, still a lot of fun times. Yeah, Spec 2.0. I mean, I still remember like anticipating the update so hard. I was just like waiting very, very patiently indeed to see what major improvements Polyphony Digital are going to bring to GT5, and Spec 2 came along, and it was kind of everything I hoped it would be, and a bit more actually. Some of my expectations weren't really there, but you know what can you do? I still enjoyed it nonetheless, so yeah. And then of course, 2013, GT6 came along, and it had to be at the worst possible timing known to man, because by the time GT6 came out, I was already entering my first year of college. That means I had to be away from my PS3 until like spring break. Yeah. But, you know, either way, I mean, spring break came along, I got GT6, played it, and you know what? I'd say it's my favorite GT game in the PS3 when it comes to like driving, But GT6 came around, and I gotta say, it's like it's already instantly like a favorite of mine when it comes to like the PS3 generation of Gran Turismo. Mainly because of the progression. Then again, I had the anniversary edition, and the code didn't work at all. But then again, you got like focus, Deej. Focus, Daniel. Focus, and speak for once. So yeah, I got GT6, and the codes didn't work, so I had to like really grind from the bottom. But you know what? It's a good thing. It's a very good thing indeed. Because you know, you start off with a freaking Honda Fit, and you end up getting the cars you always wanted to get in the game. And the progression's like it's a grind, but at the same time, it feels it's nothing too hard, but also it feels like really rewarding. Kind of reminds me a lot of the progression of Forza Horizon 1, for me personally. And it's such an enjoyable game, and the progression's there. The grind is there too. I mean, I just remember like the GT All-Stars Championship, grinding through that shit. And it's just one of those games, really. It's not like super hard. I mean, the climb is not like super steep, but it's challenging enough that everything just feels so rewarding. Like whenever you earn enough stacks to buy your own ride, and just finally getting the car you've always dreamed about. So yeah, now it's come to this GT Sport. That won't be out for another year, which still sucks to this very day. Polyphony Digital, what the fuck are you guys thinking? Honestly, what the heck are you guys? What the heck are y'all thinking right now? Like we should have gotten it this year, but you know, like we're gonna wait till next year. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm really excited for GT Sport, and it's like one of the only few games I'm really excited for next year, really. And next year's gonna have like a crap ton of racing games coming out. You know, you have like Need for Speed, freaking GT Sport, of course, and Forza Motorsport 6. Why did I say Forza Motorsport 6? I meant to say Forza Motorsport 7. Yeah, there you go. Even Forza's like one motorsport title ahead of y'all. Like, what are y'all doing? Where's GT7? But you know what, whatever, forget about it. Any GT game I will have a crackingly great time at it. And yeah, and right now, which is actually a pretty good segue to the next topic I'm going to go on about, is like what does a series mean to me, really? And really a lot. It means a lot. I mean, GT introduced me to the JGTC. Well, at the time it was called JGTC. Like, for those of you who don't know, JGTC is Japan Grand Touring Car Championship. And sometime around like 2005, they renamed it to Super GT. But that was a game that really got me into like Japanese touring car series. And yeah, I loved it ever since. I mean, I still have a mad soft spot for it. So there you go. And GT also introduced me to like the fun aspect of rally racing. Granted, it's not the most realistic interpretation of rally, but you know, it's still fun doing it in GT anyways, in my opinion, right? GT is also like influenced my car taste in a way. Oh, and I got another call. Well, I'm not going to be answering that for a bit, but I might as well answer it because I'm not going to. Okay, pardon the interruption there. Like, freaking, I got friends Skype calling me like day in and day out, and it's a Saturday, so what are you gonna do? Where was I? How GT has kind of helped me look at cars differently. You have like great games like Gran Turismo and my love of Hot Wheels, you know, Fast and the Furious and Need for Speed. Those four things, you know, two games, one movie, and one toy series that had really influenced my love of cars. And we really wouldn't want to have it any other way, because if it really hadn't been for any of those, I probably wouldn't have loved cars as much as I do now. GT has like influenced my taste in cars quite a bit. I mean, I never really gave it thoughts to JDMs before Gran Turismo, really. And Gran Turismo has opened my eyes to like this wide plethora of cars, like the Evo and the STI, the GTRs, and of course the Supras and all the like. GT helped introduce me to those cars, and yes, JDMs are pretty darn popular, like even before them, but GT gave me like another side to those cars that I never got to see. And again, I really wouldn't want to have any other way. So yeah, there you go. It was pretty short, and there's some parts that I wish I have the ability to explain to you guys about like why GT has influenced me and what Gran Turismo means to me. I just hope that with Gran Turismo Sport, it will also help like future generations to help understand and love cars, and it will do to them what the first Gran Turismo did to me personally. And yeah, Polyphony Digital. I mean, I've tried the early builds of GT Sport like twice now. I'm hoping to give it a go again for a third time, you know, at least before the game's out. And yeah, again, like, I mean, I hope GT Sport will do to the younger generations what the first Gran Turismo game did to me. So yeah, I think that will be all. To almost 20 years and 20 more. Thank you so much, Polyphony, for giving the game that has held me a crap ton when it comes to my love of cars. Thank you guys so much for watching. Expect more Gran Turismo related videos from here on out. See you in the next one.